Hi my friends, it's Bella and welcome to Beauty on a Budget. So the title of the video, Aging and Coping with What We Can't Do Anymore, really. I think out of all the aging things, that's the hardest that I've found to deal with. It's illnesses and ailments that come on that you don't expect to come on. And I'm really a stubborn person. If you ask my Bessie, will tell you I'm a real stubborn person. And you know, when I first become ill, it's a slow process. The fibro grows slowly, and the arthritis and everything grew slowly. And it's treatable, but I haven't got the strength I once had. I mean, yes, a lot of that is to do with the fact I'm 66 on Monday, but a lot of it is as well is due to the illness. Now, you know me, guys. I'm a person that I laugh at myself. I joke with myself. I don't sit and think, oh, why me? Or because I could have so much worse. And I think we've seen that, haven't we, in this pandemic, where all these people have lost their lives and people have lost their families, and what a terrible mess the world is. I think it can get a lot worse than what I have. But the frustrating side for me with aging and ailments is definitely what I can't do anymore. It absolutely slaughters me to see Baz do the windows. I mean, he's always done the higher windows because I'm only short. He's over a foot taller than me, so he's always done the high windows. But when I watch him, you know, it just slaughters me. I've come to terms with it. You have to come to terms with it. But that's one of the hardest things I think I found. It's more hard for me, or I find it harder to deal with that than I do sort of the aging process. But, you know, as far as skincare and looking after yourself and eating the right foods and, you know, all those things. The hardest thing I find is to watch, you know, other people do what I should be doing. I mean, I've spoke to you all before, and I'm really hands-on mum, nan, and although I love my makeup and I love cosmetics and I love being on here with you guys so much, I can't tell you how much. My heart and my soul is my family. And, you know, it's hard to see them, the things that I want to do for them. And Baz, to see him doing the things. We've always been very much Tarzan and Jane. He's very much the man of the house. I'm very much the woman of the house. So I do all the girl things. He does all the boy things. Now that's quite unusual now, I know, because it's kind of, you know, mixed. Both husband and wife do both jobs. But I suppose we're quite old fashioned, but we have always carried on doing, you know, the Tarzan and Jane type things. And I found that really hard. He cooks, and he's much better cook than me. I've told you before, he's a chef, so he's a much better cook than me. But, you know, then he'll go and do the dishes. I don't want him to clean the kitchen after. I want to do that. Now, most nights, you know, I can do it, but the times I can't, and I know this sounds really daft, but that really, really gets under my skin, that I can't be doing the things. And that's something that I've got to work on, really. You know, yes, I worry about the other things with aging, you know. Of course I do, but I think if one thing gets to me the most, it's not being capable. And that's more to do with my ailments than my age, but not being able to do things. I've always been an organiser. I've always been a doer. I've always sorted things out. organise things, and you know, I know what I'm doing from the following week. You know, I'm a planner, and suddenly you can't make a lot of plans because you never know. I mean, I could make a plan to visit a friend Saturday night, but by Saturday night I might not be able to go in. I might not be able to go, and I know that's the worst thing that can happen to people. I know so much worse happens, but for me personally, that's the hardest thing, to admit I am not capable of things anymore. And it's not pride. It's really not pride. It's just, I love mum being mum. I love being the wife. I love that old-fashioned role. I should have been in Little House on the Prairie. I'm too old-fashioned for this day and age. But I love that role. And of all the things I've had and the work that I've done, and you know, the qualifications I've got, there's nothing that's ever given me the pleasure than bringing up my family. And to not be able to do it to the best of my ability at the moment, well, it is my ability. My ability at the moment is that I can't do everything. I still do a lot, you know. I'm still very much the woman of the house, but sometimes asking, can you do this, can you do that, I don't know, I don't think it's pride, I just think it's my role, you know. Can you open this can for me? I can't open this can. Little things, a ring pull, or take the saucepan off the cooker and drain, and all those things that I can't do, I wouldn't chance doing anymore because my hands are just too weak for that. So that side of it, I think the side, coming to terms with the things that have happened as I've aged, and obviously I've got arthritis as well, so the things that have happened since I've aged, coming to terms with, you know, you've got to slow down, Bella, you've got to slow down, and that for me is the worst thing, because I'm only talking personally how I feel, you know. And yes, I do pick myself up and think how much worse it could be, you know. It's just an inner thing with me that I should be doing that. I should be changing that duvet. I should be cleaning that window, you know. I should be shining those things. And that, a lot of times I can do it, but when I can't, that's the thing that I find the hardest, because that's my place, my role in life. That's where I'm my happiest. And not to be able to do that is so hard for me. I get very tired, but thank goodness I've still got pretty much, my mind is okay, you know. I can think and do the things that I did before, but I get tired easily. So but it's just, I don't know if it's just me. Are you like it, guys? Do you feel anything like that? I know we are very beauty conscious, and I'm very beauty orientated, very much so. I love it. I love makeup and skincare and all those things. You know that, guys. I absolutely love it. But it's the side to me that gets to me more than anything else, more than my under eye bags, and they get to me. They're not so bad now, though. You know, and all the little things that happen, and general aging. The thing is not being able to do my role, not being able to play the part that I love to play so much. And no one's ever said anything to me, you know, no one ever moans or anything like that. Everybody just gets on with it, but I just find that really hard. I find that really hard, both doing kitchen windows, and I'm just watching him do it, you know. And I'm not saying do it this way, do it that way. I don't do that. Sometimes I'm tempted, but I don't. But I don't want to be doing that. I want to be placing my nets. I want to be, you know, it's sorting the shutters and sorting the blinds, and it's just that side of things I find really hard. So what do you find hard about aging? About the fact, because we can put makeup on, we can do those things, but what you physically can't do anymore through ailments or through age. What do you feel and you wish so much that you could still do that? I mean, you come to terms with it. You have to, don't you? You get these things and you fight them, and you know, you do the best that you can. But that's the little things that inside of me hurt, you know. The inside of me hurts. A long time it was the thought that I'd never dance again. But I can do slow dancing rounds. I can do a jig every now and again. But it's just the things that I do. It's not even the not going out all the time. It's not even going to the shops as much as I'd like to, when I love to go to the shops, or going to the theatre, or it's nothing like that, which none of us have been able to do, have we, because of the COVID. But it's just my role, my place, my heart's place is to be a wife and mum. Now, obviously, my kids are not home. They left the nest a long while ago. But I'm still that figure, you know. That's who I am. That's in my soul. And that's the thing that I find the hardest, to take my skills away of being a wife. Although I know there's so much more to being a wife. Do you understand me a little bit? Do you get where I'm coming from? I just wanted to share with you, you know, what I feel about aging, and what worries me the most, and what I find the hardest about getting older, I guess. So you've got to slow down. We've all got to slow down. How do you feel about that? Is it an illness that slowed you down? Is it just the fact that we're getting older and can't do what we did anymore? Do you get annoyed with that? You know, how do you feel? What really gets you when you think, I'm getting older? Or are you perfectly all right with everything? That would be great. I'd love to be perfectly all right with everything. But I'm really stubborn when it comes to wanting to be mummy bear. So I hope you know where I'm coming from. I wanted to touch different things on aging on a Friday, you know. So we can sort of share that. But please share that with me, and share with each other as well what you feel about. Do you ever feel any of those things? You know, do you, what gets to you the most? Not necessarily physical pain, but gets to your heart. Do you know what I mean? That's what gets to my heart. The fact I love being mummy bear, and I can't fulfill that role completely at the moment. So thank you for watching, guys. Please, if any topics you'd like me to bring up, if there's any topics you'd like me to talk about, certainly divorce in older years, abuse, depression, anything you'd like me to talk about, there's no limit. I will talk about on a Friday. It's our group, it's our discussion, it's between us, and I will talk about whatever you would like me to talk about, and give me some suggestions, and I'll do that. Thanks for being here, guys. You are enormous support to me, an enormous help. I cannot tell you how I really feel God sent me YouTube. I know you might say that sounds silly, but I do, because it's saved me so much of being capable of doing something, not terrifically. I know I haven't got the best equipment, but being able to do something, being able to reach out to you guys, and you know, that gives me it just gives me a wonderful feeling, and to have friends like you, and you know, who says you can't make friends online? That's totally rubbish, because I'm so lucky to have you guys. So thank you for watching again. I will see you on Tuesday with some beauty stuff. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. I am going, now when this goes up, and because I'm filming this earlier in the week, because Thursday, this goes up Friday. So it'll be Friday when you see this. So Thursday, which will be yesterday now, I've gone for my second COVID jab. So I don't know how that's going to be. I don't know about the reactions to that. A lot of people have said they've got reactions to the second one. Some people are saying they've got no reactions to any of them, you know. So we'll see how I go with that. But that's why I wanted to film it early. I didn't want to leave it, you know, so that I couldn't make a film. I wanted to get everything done before the jab. So that's Thursday. Next Monday is my birthday. I'll be 65. Oh no, what? I'll be 66. Oh my lord. So I said I'll be 66 next Monday. I'll see you again next Tuesday. Take great care of yourselves. Have a good weekend and still be careful. Still be careful. Take care. Love you and thanks, guys. Thank you.